Hey everybody, Atomic Crafter here. Welcome back. Well, I'm just finishing up a night of AFK fishing, so let's see what we got here. I'm gonna catch one more thing, and it usually just takes a few seconds. So as soon as we do that, I'll shut this off and we'll go through the chests and see what we got. There we go, just got another fish. So we'll shut that off. We'll put our special fishing rod away. This is as good as it gets, and it kind of does more than I expected. So this is not a bad one right here. So basically you just have to fill up your inventory so that it's the only thing in there, and when it breaks you get another one. Well, with mending on there, it never breaks. So you can see that overnight here I've gotten up to 53 levels. I don't know how many I started with, but it wasn't very many. So yeah, it's quite a lot of stuff here. So this is basically where the fishing poles are, and over here is the stuff we received. Let's see if we got anything good here. Power 4, protection, sharpness, power. Nothing too special there. Let's go out here, and there's my base over there, looking pretty good from here. I like it. No mobs around, fortunately. Nothing in there. Nothing in there, just the regular stuff. Here we go. Frostwalker, punch. Let me gather up all my food again. And let's see, we've got sharpness 3, aqua affinity, looting 3, that's a good one. Flame. Did I look in here? No. Let's see, we've got aqua affinity. Let's see, knockback and power, frostwalker, got a lot of those already. And let's see, a lot here. Aqua affinity, silk touch, that's a good one. Unbreaking 3. Oh man, that one's loaded. Infinity. Alright, no mending books, per usual. And I was just using these two, and then I added this one because the overnight fishing with the really good fishing rod just fills up 4 chests just as quick as can be. You know, as you can see up here with this one, with that one, I was already filling up the... hey, what are you doing here? Got an Enderman trying to stand on top of me. Well, let me get out of your way. Come on down. Where'd you go? He left. He's mad at me, but he left. Well, come on. Bring it on. There you are. I'm right here. Staying inside my doorway. Aha. You're on fire somewhere. Ouch. There you are. There you're not. There you are. You're trying to get me to kill my sheep, aren't you? They tend to not be aggravated all the time now, but once they're been damaged and they're not aggro against you, they start transporting around like crazy. You just can't catch them. There we go. Ooh, and got a couple of ender pearls. Good. I'm going to start making ender eyes and find the stronghold here soon. So that was 4 out of that one. That's good. Alright, I'm sure you're probably wondering what this is over here. I got to tell you, I've done a lot of work off screen. I don't like to do that. I don't want to do that. Hi, creeper. It's just kind of turned out that way. And hopefully now that I do have some editing software, I won't need to do that. So I'm going to try to edit out the stuff that's kind of unimportant and put everything together and try to film as much as I can here. So first thing being this here, this is basically the borders of my spawn chunks. And let me go over to the center of that and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. If you don't know what your spawn chunks are, there's a 12 by 12 Technically, I think it's 16 by 16, but only redstone is activated in the last 4 chunks, from what I understand. But there's a 12 by 12 that's always loaded, always, always, always. And you can build stuff over here that doesn't involve like growing trees. Trees won't grow. Like baby chickens won't grow up into big chickens, stuff like that. But if you have machines over here doing stuff, a perfect example is an iron golem farm. If you have an iron golem farm, it will run all the time that you're in the overworld. If you go to the nether or the end, I believe it shuts off. But other than that, if you're in the overworld, it's running. And I was over there AFK fishing at the village to test that again. I tested it last night. So it's basically over in that corner, and that's the far corner. That's as far away from the village as I could get and still be in the spawn chunks. And so I built an iron golem farm at the bottom level. I'm going to build another one up around here, and then I am going to build one at sky limit, and it'll give me 3 in one location. And if I'm getting iron from all 3 of those, I'm going to build another 9. I'm going to build another 3 over here, another 3 somewhere in here, I think, and then another 3 over there. And that's as many as you can get in a spawn chunk in the design that I'm using. I know that Tango Tech built one called the Iron Titan, which uses like some god-awful amount of villages, and the iron just rolls in. But he's on a server with multiple players and whatnot, and it really helps him. I'm on a single world. I really only need just the 1 or 2, or maybe even just the 3 in the one column. That's probably all I need. I'm just doing the other ones because I can. So that's what that is. Anyway, this was built. Well, it wasn't. I built it, but the idea of this was in a video that I saw by Drankisdank, and I'll try to remember to put a link to his video explaining how this works, because it's a little more technical than I understand. But right down there is where items would fall, I believe, if they came from the nether, I think. I spawned, I don't know, maybe right in there underneath these trees here. Well, actually, I spawned on top of the trees, but where I marked it was underneath the trees. And so basically what this is saying is that the center of my spawn chunks is in this quadrant of this chunk. So I basically, right here in this 4 area right here is the center of my spawn chunks. And if I push F3 and G, you can see that is at the corner of a spawn chunk. So if I move over here, you can see there's one, and there's one. So that right there is the center of my spawn chunks. So it goes out, sorry about that. It goes out, let's see, what is it? I think it's 6 chunks that way, 6 chunks that way, 6 chunks that way, 6 chunks that way in a big square. And then I marked all of that off. And then in this far corner over here, I dug it down to sea level, which I believe is level 63. And I am going to end up, I think I'm going to level out the entire spawn chunk area here. Over there is not a big deal. Kind of down in here is not too big. It's when you hit these big mountains. I think part of that is there, and that corner over there actually goes into that big giant mountain there, so that one's going to be fun to do too. But like I say, going forward, I'm going to be able to do this stuff on camera more and more, so hopefully you guys get to see what I'm doing instead of just hearing about what I've done. I'm kind of sorry that I am sorry that I haven't been able to do that for you. But here's this first iron golem farm, and this is a design that was kind of a combination. Excuse me, words. It's early in the morning, so it's a combination of Doc M77 and I believe Impulse SV's design, and it was done by oh my gosh, I forgot his name. Green Guitar Guy, that's his name. And it's a really good design. I like it. You got 10 villagers in here just on the one side, you got 10 doors on each side, and you've got 2 layers, one up there and one inside here. And let's go down and see how much iron I got overnight. Ugh. Oh, holy cow. Wow, I got all of this iron overnight. I moved all the iron I'd gotten in here previously down. And holy cow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, almost 6.5 stacks overnight. So I would have to say this is definitely in the spawn chunks. Oh, and here we go, there's one right there. So there's a good example of how it works. They just kind of fall down through here, hit the lava blade, and when they die, their iron and poppies go in here. So, and they just continue to do that because there's 10 villagers in a 40-door village. That basically, you know, game design says, oh, you guys need an iron golem. And they spawn in the center of town. And with the 10 doors on each side, the center of town is inside this little area here. So as you saw, there's water up there, and it all leads into those holes, which comes down into this drop chute with hoppers and a chest on the other side. So iron now is not going to be a problem, even with just this one farm. So if I build 12 farms, oh my gosh, I'm going to have so much iron, I'm not even going to know what to do with it. So yeah, so they spawn inside here. Now other mobs don't spawn here. One, because there's water here and there's glass on top of here. What they could do though is if they've walk along this, which I have seen them do, they could drop down on here and then get over to the villagers. But they still can't get to the villagers because these guys are literally blocked in. Now they could probably open a door and get in there and then maybe open a door again, but it would be very unlikely, and that's only at the moment. Like I said, I'm going to take all of this down to that level down there. So that's pretty far down. Like I said, I think it's actually it's below level 63 because I couldn't fit that third farm in unless I went down a little bit. But once all this is gone, there's no way mobs can get to these villagers. So let me go show you again. Or not again, I guess you haven't seen it yet. I put this little retaining wall up here because right here is water level. So this is level 63. You can see right here the Y coordinate is 63. That's where the water level stops. So that's where I was originally going to build it. And then I'm like, well, I'm really close to being able to build a third farm up there. And yeah, I couldn't quite do it. So I had to come down, I think it was 3 or 4 levels to make that work. Now let me travel all the way up to the top here. So it has to be 80 levels from that village to the next village. And these white bricks here are where the next level starts. Now I'm probably going to start working on this level today. And then all the way up here at Sky Limit is the third village. So coming up here is the level of the next village. It's 7 blocks tall, and after that 7 blocks, I've still got one more block here before I reach Sky Limit. So this is Sky Limit right here. If I had a block with me, I could show you. But if I tried to place a block here, it wouldn't place, and I'd get an error message down in text or in the chat window down in this area where they show it. I'd get an error message saying you can only build to 256, I think it is. So, but you can see there's basically the borders of my spawn chunks, and all of that is going to get dug down to the same level that's below this iron farm here. So, and you can see the lava in the hole there. So yeah, this will be the last village up here, and they'll all be lined up so that if on this top level here an iron golem spawns, he'll go through that hole, go through the hole below it, go through the next village, those 2 holes, and go through that last village through those 2 holes and end up in the lava down there. Now iron golems do not take fall damage, so they can fall as far as they want and it's not going to kill them. So you can drop them all the way from here all the way down to bedrock and they'll just walk away. And that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and get back down here. We'll take the short route. Well, that wasn't good. Now I lost those 53 levels. Dang. And some of my stuff just probably burned up in the lava. And I think I'll sleep. Well, now I'm concerned, because if it burned up in the lava, I'll be unhappy. Basically anything that landed in the water, and since I landed on the edge... well, that was dumb. I don't know how many, and I'm going the wrong way completely. I don't know how many times. I better get some food too. Hopefully I still have some over here. Well, that could be a setback. Here's some cooked fish. Don't blow up, don't blow up, don't blow up. Ugh. Alright, well, oh, good. I got some stuff here. Okay, no gear. But I'm sure there's stuff down there now, too. Let's go check, hopefully. Please. Nothing down here. There's a sword. That's good. There's some arrows. Don't really care. No. Oh, here's my helmet. That's awesome. Another pick. Okay. Let's get some helmets on. That way I can see a little better. Not seeing anything else here. Let's go check the land up here. Well, that was not how I wanted to start the video. Well, it doesn't help if I keep falling. Let's check on this side over here. I don't even want to go check the chest down there because I'm pretty sure if it hit that lava, it just burned right up the second it hit it. But let's go do it just in case. It might be not as bad as I'm thinking. I'm pretty sure there's not going to be a piece in here. Yeah, not a piece. Because as soon as all that stuff hits that, psh, it's gone. Well, it's not a total loss. But I've got some more work to do. And I got 2 levels back. Yay! So I only lost 53 levels. Sorry, 51 levels. Wow. Alright, well I was trying to show you how good I was doing, and I don't think I did that very well, did I? Well, I kind of did and kind of didn't. I would have thought more would have splattered out there, because I hit like right here. I would have thought more would have blown out that way. I don't think it would have gone that far out. I mean, the helmet was in this area here. Maybe the momentum when I hit, I was kind of coming this way, and most of it just went into the water there and lost it all. Well, what I can do, if I have any over here, because I may not, is start working on that next level up there. Yeah, I don't even have the diorite I need to do that. I mean, I could put up 8. Well, let's go do that real quick. Let me grab some dirt. So I built this pillar, one out from the spawn chunk edge. So this is still in the spawn chunk. That's still in the spawn chunk. I built the tower in one, and then as you can see, the iron golem farm is next to that. But the first level is actually a level out from there yet. So we'll climb up here real quick. And then after this, I'll probably shut off the video and try to go gear up again. I have some other news to tell you and whatnot I was going to show you, but I don't have time. Like I said, I did a lot of work in between episodes, and I'm sorry about that. I'm going to try not to do that anymore. Let's see here. So right here, let me get it out. Let's see, I need you out. I need the dirt in. Okay. Now I got to try to do this without falling, because you can fall from here. And actually I don't, you know what, I'm just going to place a block right there, which is behind me. Alright, and that's one too high, I think, but that's okay. Oh, no, it was right. So basically, the outer wall is going to be here, but the beginning of it is going to actually be here, and that needs to be not cooked fish, polished diorite. Okay, now I can take these two out. I'll go ahead and leave this here just so I can access the ladder. And then the base of this is a 16 by 16. Now, like I say, I don't have enough diorite to complete it out. But that's the beginning of the next level. And at this bottom level here is 80 away from the glass level on top of that one. So that means that kind of pseudo village is not going to associate with this pseudo village. So they're two completely different villages. So, and you can see my ice tray from here. That's awesome. I look like I'm not set to... Let me check my render distance here. 16 chunks. Okay, well that's what I did set it to. I guess I am halfway to world height. So, all right. Well, this time I'm going to jump in again, but this time I'm going to do it from here. And what I planned on doing last time was just landing in the water and crawling out. Well, you know, hey, live and learn, right? But I don't know how many times I've done that, and I haven't learned it yet. What I have been doing, though, is trying to create duplicates of all my gear and stuff, so that if this happens, I can just run back and get all my gear again. And in between then and whenever possible, I'll you know, regroup all the gear again, so that I can just run back and get that if I die and lose everything. This time I didn't quite lose everything. I still got my sword, which is a really nice sword. This one has Smite 5 on it, and it one hit kills the zombie pigman, which is a blessing. Oh my gosh, I love that. Let's see, this is my Silk Touch, which goes here. This is my Fortune, which goes here. So I'm missing... I guess that's not too bad. I'm missing basically these 3 pieces of armor and an axe. So those are... I didn't lose as much as I had gained. Because I had my inventory empty when I was AFK fishing. So, not too horrible, I guess. Those 4 pieces, it'll take me a while now that I don't have any levels. But I'll get them back. And so anyway, to get these villagers in here, I built a portal basically right where this last row of bricks is. I blocked off the back. I put a portal in the nether, and there was a town, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred blocks that way, or a village, that I basically stole all these people from. And I did, as soon as I brought the second one over, they started hearting up and had a baby zombie. Or a baby zombie, that would be bad, right? A baby villager. And so I didn't have to bring as many over here as I thought. You need to have 10. And by the time I brought the 7th one over, there were 3 babies in there, and I was done. It was ready to go. There you go. There's an iron golem right there. And see, he just kind of wanders on and goes right down the hole there. But he spawns inside here and then goes down that. So as you can see, it's working. So, and it's working pretty good. So if I build another one up there, and then another one at sky limit, and then 3 more there, and 3 more there, and 3 more there, 80 blocks away each, yeah, I will be rolling an iron, which probably wouldn't feel too good, but I'll give it a shot anyway. So there's that. Let's try to get back to someplace safe before it gets too dark here. And I still don't have an easy way to get through here. Like I said, all of this is going to get mined out, and it's going to take a while, and that I probably won't do on camera. Ugh. So I think I'm actually going to call it here, guys, and we'll start the episode again next time. We'll start off right here, and we'll finish up that second iron golem farm up there, and hopefully we'll be able to get some gear pretty quickly and move forward from there. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll talk to y'all later. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Bye.